Today on Veteran Stand Up, I'm talking about life insurance for service members with Jerry Quinn. Jerry's the Chief Operating Officer at AFMA, and he's been serving in the Army for 37 years, I learned. First on active duty, then in the National Guard, and presently on the Reserve. So welcome, Jerry. Thanks for joining me.
Good times, all 37 of them.
So when we talk about life insurance with service members, they often say, hey, I got this covered. I've got SGLI. What's that?
SGLI is the Service Members Group Life Insurance, and it's provided to all service members that are serving in uniform. It's really a fantastic employee benefit of uniformed service members. And I don't know if you've heard, but it's rising from $400,000 to $500,000 here in the next month. All service members are eligible for $500,000 SGLI through their employer, the Department of Defense.
So that sounds very generous, but if something were to happen, is $500,000 enough insurance to fill the gaps, right? I mean, I've heard about this rule of 10, and if I do the math, it seems like it could be short. Help me understand.
Rule of 10, that's a real good one. I've heard of it too, and it is one way that people try to determine how much life insurance they need. Think about it. If you're a lieutenant colonel with 20 years of service, you've got earnings of $78,000. Rule of 10 would say that you need $780,000 of life insurance to replace the income. So that's a rule that helps you design the replacement of income. But that might not be enough either. You may have a legacy, you may have children that you want to send to college, and if something were to happen to you, you might be in need of more than certainly the $500,000 and more than the $700,000 or $800,000 that the rule of 10 would suggest.
So life insurance can be complicated, or insurance can be complicated. How can a service member learn about the different insurance options?
Excellent. That's a great question. So AFMA.com has a lot of learning tools out there for service members. So we recommend all service members go to AFMA.com, sign up for our subscription. You'll be provided lots of financial education and opportunities to learn about insurance. And I would say life insurance is only complicated if you read everything there is to know about life insurance. Life insurance really can be very simple. There's term and there's whole life. And there are some real good snippet videos that tell you everything you need to know about each.
Well, as an economist, everything is money. I remember thinking about this myself. Does this cost a lot? Can I afford it?
That's a good question. Life insurance starts to cost a lot when you're older or if you're unhealthy, because the life insurance company has to underwrite the health and mortality risk. When you're young and healthy, for instance, SGLI for young people that have military physicals and are fit, life insurance is less expensive. So term insurance is your least expensive form of insurance, and it's least expensive when you're younger and at your healthiest point. Often people will say, you're never as healthy as you are today. You're never healthier than you are today. And so the best time to get life insurance is when you're young and when you're healthy.
Now, you were telling me a personal example where you got it way back in the day?
Oh, right. So when I was just a young man, I realized the rule of 10. I knew I needed more than the SGLI offered me. So I locked in a $500,000 term life policy. It was a 30-year level term policy, and it was $50 a month. To this day, I'm paying $50 a month, and I have $500,000 of additional life insurance for my family. That filled the gap, and it does it at a very affordable price.
I was going to say it's gotten cheaper over time. So final sort of thought, other resources from AFMA, how can folks learn more? What do you recommend?
Yeah, I would definitely follow AFMA.com. Subscribe to us on our website. We have a great subscription service that will allow you to receive great financial education and other seminars and snippets that will help you in your financial independence journey. Because after all, life insurance really isn't all that exciting to talk about, but it is an essential component of your financial independence plan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.